The lack of an agreement on weapons inspectors could strengthen the hand of those inside the Bush administration who want a U.S. attack on Iraq. In a front-page article, the New York Times today reported the Pentagon is considering an invasion force of up to 250,000 troops. Jamie McIntyre has more.
CNN reported in April that Pentagon planners envisioned a force about half the size deployed in the 1991 Persian Gulf War if the U.S. went back to Iraq to topple Saddam Hussein. That number is confirmed by a 2-month-old series of briefing slides shown but not given to the New York Times.
What has been leaked is some sort or some version of a courses of action briefing, apparently at least one concept in there calling for about 250,000 American ground troops to do the job.
The Bush administration has made no secret of its goal of regime change in Iraq and its willingness to employ military force. But White House officials and Pentagon sources tell CNN the president has made no decision and has no final war plan currently under review. General Tommy Franks, the Persian Gulf commander, has briefed the president on a general concept of operations, a sign that war planning is well underway.
This probably indicates that since there's been a couple of concept meetings that the president has generally blessed the concept for development of further planning.
The briefing slides cited by the Times outline a 3-pronged ground invasion against Baghdad with special operations troops or CIA forces hitting suspected chemical or biological weapons labs. Pentagon officials say that's just one concept, not the plan. The Times says its source was an official who is frustrated that the Iraq war planning is insufficiently creative. Just so happens Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld has shared that criticism in the past, rejecting more than one plan as unimaginative. Jamie McIntyre, CNN, The Pentagon.
Iraq says it has made a scientific breakthrough that would lead to stronger defenses against outside threats. Iraqi media are reporting that Hussein has reviewed plans to strengthen Iraq's defenses with his top military commanders. The stepson of Saddam Hussein is still in the U.S. awaiting deportation to New Zealand. Mohammed Safi is a New Zealand citizen who works for the national airline. He came to the U.S. for a pilot recertification, but was here on a tourist visa rather than a student one. A spokeswoman for the New Zealand Foreign Ministry says Safi has no known terrorist connections and realizes he made a mistake in applying for a visa to travel to the U.S. Safi is the eldest son of Saddam's second wife. He left Iraq after the Gulf War and has lived in New Zealand for 6 years. A bomb ripped through a market in Algeria today, killing at least 30 people. The powerful blast left a 5-foot-wide crater. No group has claimed responsibility for the bombing, but security forces say the attack is similar to those carried out in the past by Islamic rebels. Many residents say the nation's security forces should have been able to prevent the attack. Today's strike came as Algeria celebrated its 40th anniversary of independence from France.